Hey y'all, do I have a good one for you today about this thing right here. This is my 2023 bad boy Revolt, and today we're going to be doing a hydro change on it, you know, the filters and the oil and everything. And I never done it on this one particular. I've done it on my 2022 Rebel. I've done it on Mavericks, Magnums. They're pretty much all the same, but this one a little bit more difficult to get to because of the foot plate, but we'll figure that out. What you would need is your manual. The reason is, I mean, I've never done this one, so we're gonna give it a shot, and I'm gonna read that just to, you know, make sure you need your hydrostatic oil. It's 20W50, oil filter wrench, and 2 oil filters. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put y'all on a tripod real quick. Alright, so now I will need to take the tires off, jack it up, and see what's going on, take this off and everything, you know, just to open it up for y'all. So let's get it done. And now that that's open, you'll have your little reservoirs in here. That's where you'll be putting the oil in. But to get to the filters, I'll have to remove the tires on each side. So let's jack it up and remove them. Now that I have the tires off, you can see in there, 1 tire, 2 tire. As y'all saw in the video, I put these under the tires so I can get a jack in there, because the jack wouldn't fit up under it with it sitting on the ground. So that's an easy way to do it. Just run your tires up on that and you can do it. But in here you can see all the grass built up and all that. And if you look down there, hang on, adjusting y'all, that right there, that's your filter, and there's a cap on it, so I had to take it off. Alright guys, it ended up being a 3/8 to take that little plastic cover off. So I'm about to rip it off real quick. Anyway, you get that cap out, it'll look like this. That's what's on it. And then you have your oil filter. Now you set that to the side, set these to the side, and you get your oil pan of some sort. Open that top lid up here on that white bottle, and then drain it all out through the filter, is what the book says. So that's what we're gonna do. Make sure this fits. It does. Good deal. Just open her up. Also, to help some of y'all, if y'all do y'all's own oil changes, y'all can take the oil to like an auto parts, like O'Reilly's or AutoZone or anywhere like that. They'll take it. That's where I take mine. Anyway, you just turn it left. Oh Jesus, such an awkward spot. All right, now it's loose. We'll put this up and undo that cap up here on the white bottle. Remember that. Okay. Now that the cap's off, good deal. Let's remove this and see what we got. Oh yeah. Anyway, we just let that drain. You go ahead and pull your filter off. There's a bunch in there, so. And then just put your oil filter there. Let the rest come out. And while this side's draining, I'm gonna go to the other side. I'm just gonna put you on a hyperlapse. Alright, if you look in your manual, you'll have a hydrostatic place. You can look, it's on page 17 in the 2023 bad boy Revolts. But anyway, you just follow these steps. Very simple. I'm not done yet. This one is still draining. Once that's done draining, we're gonna get on to it. But now I need to put the other filter back in, the new filter, put the plastic pieces back on. Where's it at? There it is. Put these things back on, and then it has a porthole, I believe, like all the other ones do. Yeah, it does. There's a porthole right here, and you have to unloosen that, and then when you fill it up, I'll show you all of that here in a second. Now, since the other side is draining still, we're going to clean this one up. Just take a paper towel or something, get all this dirt out of it, where the seal is going to be. You want it nice and clean looking like that. You take your new old filter, which looks like this. Let me break that open. Okay, now you want to take some oil. I just like to get it off of this right here. You want to lube up this O-ring. This O-ring, I meant. Nice and lubricated. That way it would seal correctly. After you load up your O-ring, you just throw it on here. Don't cross thread it. It's kind of hard to get it straight because it's in there. Spend it on, hand tighten it. Get it tight. Tight as you can by your hand. Okay. I would go ahead and put the cover back on, but since this is my first time doing it, I'm gonna make sure nothing leaks, you know. I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'll pick y'all right back up. Alright, now that both of the filters are in, brand new filters, all we gotta do is pull that port plug and then start filling it up. But first, if you look behind where the skid plate is, where I got the jack, it's the only place I could find that will, it's right up in there, up under there. But if you look in this hole, see if I can get y'all in here. Yes, there's some grass up in there. But if you see right there, that's gonna be your port plug. So I'm gonna have to pull it. And the only way for me to really get to it will be up underneath it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jack it up. I know y'all probably can't really see all this, but it's quite a hard spot to get to. Alright, now that I got these off, this is what they look like, the port plugs. They got a rubber seal on them, and it takes 11/16 of an inch. You probably get a socket in there, truthfully. I might do that, putting it back in. But it's so tight in there, you can't do it from right here. It's not enough room between this box. It can be done, but it'll take forever. So now that them are out, now all we got to do is these white tubes up here, fill them up until it comes out. But first, I'm going to kind of level the mower because, you know, she's sitting like this. You know, it's the opposite version of a squatted truck, if you know what I mean. But yeah, let's do that. Now that I have it somewhat level, I can start pouring oil into here and watch whenever it comes out, I guess. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set y'all up right here so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. Remember, the filters are in, okay? Port plugs are open. So once the oil starts running out of the port plugs, that's when you stop. You put the port plugs back in, and then you'll fill this tube, and then you'll fill that bottle to the cold. There's a cold line on it. I'll show you all that whenever we get to that point. But as of right now, I just need to fill it up until it comes out of the portholes. This is when you take the hydrostatic oil. It's been in my toolbox, so it's been beaten up, but it's 20W50. You just pour it in these white tubs until it comes out of that thing. I got both of the plugs in up in here, one right there, one over there. If you can see it, it's hard to do this in this little gap. Alright guys, they're both to the cold level. You'll see it on the bottles if you have one of these. Now that they're full, we got to purge all the air out of the system, and to do that there's these levers right here. Apparently you just pull them back, push them into place like that. There it is. Alright, so now it says just to crank it and move it back 5 or 6 times back and forth just to get everything going. And since I'm on a jack, I don't have to worry about lifting the motor up. Let's crank her up. Park and break off, go back and forth. Now if you look, if y'all can see, that's where the cold line is. The fluid is still at that point. This one has dropped just barely. And you want to keep an eye on this whenever you do these. Now I just got to put these back up under there, mount the tires, put the plate back on, and that's it. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I read every comment, and hit that subscribe button, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one.